Turns out I forgot to set the action within Stream Deck. Hello everybody! I think it's time for Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, and by the way, I don't have to manually unmute the game audio anymore either, because that is also handled by the StreamerBot. Look, I just click into pause the music, and I push stream gameplay. It immediately unmutes the gameplay audio. And yes, I do have the... Ah, yes, of course. Also, finally, bottom text. It just works. It just works. Anyway, let's get into the game, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and minimize a few things that I have on my screen here. Close out a regular Spotify. Let me check my Ko-Fi, and I'm just gonna check Ko-Fi for response, and maybe also here. That's all good. Anyway, let's get into this. Nanamo is ready to move ahead with her plans. Also, yes, if you see a lot of new, that's because I basically replaced almost all but the standard redeems to also be run through it. Means that is why they also don't have any icons, because I need to reset those. But it does mean you can time yourself. I just realized I forgot to set prices properly on a few of them. Because... One moment. Platforms, Twitch, channel point rewards. Yep. 5. Let's do 1,000 channel points to time yourself out. And those two can stay at 1. Fixed it. Anyway, Nanamo's ready to move ahead with her plans. Let's go. Of course, our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Knazy, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hext on your return to Alamigo. My thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Ul'dah both. And she doesn't walk off. Now for us to leave the Waking Sands. Lease in the Alamigan quarter, which means, yep, I'll gladly pay the 762 gil to teleport there. Because why wouldn't I? It's just so useful. It makes sense to do so. Hello, Lise. Daisy, you're back. What did Nanamo... Oh. Sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? Yes, she wants to set up... Roban says he's going to return to Ul'dah. She isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know. But I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the Saltery does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he is the very last person I would expect her to turn to for advice. But on a more practical note, Lise, Assuming the interim government elects to accept Uldar's proposal. I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Oh, I just broke something again. Either that's supposed to go like that, or... That's not how it's supposed to be going, right? Nope. Up, 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 up. Unless I need to actually... Wait. How do I do it? Least, assuming the interim government elects to accept Uldar's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal, and allowing Uldar to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphino, it's like Kugane never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss this proposal with the Saltery's residents. Whisker, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Yeah, I broke the Switch 2 pen. Great. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Kanezi? I might need you to fill in the details. And I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Yeah, this one is just great. I broke it. What? Let's go to... Okay, I'm grabbing... Because we are going to fly, I need to bring out the big guns. Since it's... Oh, wait, I need to go there. Here we are, just drone mode, basically. And now. What manner of mischief brings you young'uns to Old What this time, eh? They want to rebuild the Saltery, Grandad. Kanezi, tell them about the deal. I have talked with the Sultana. Well, bugger me. We've never had a coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was. Sounds like that's about to change. led to change. It's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cull the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Grandad. We'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up regular patrols, and I'm sure she'd assign me to the lock if I asked. Shit. Bad news. I just may have made the entire situation regarding my pen, the pen worse. Because it is jammed in there, and I do really mean jammed in there. The piece that got released, and now I pulled out the part connecting the button. Don't worry, Grandad. Once I get... Yep. I appreciate that whiz-car, my lad. My lad, truly I would. So does this mean you've gotten better at with that blade of yours? I've been training, but mostly to kill Imperials. You have some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Knazzy? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? You can count on me. Let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock. Whilst you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Saltery to its former glory. Good hunting. Check the dialogue. Needless to say, I shall impress upon our friend here the singular importance of securing a fair contract with his Uldan benefactors. Does my heart good to see youngsters like my grandson giving their all to rebuild the country. It feels like anything's possible. The fact that this place is called the Locks. It screams Scottish to me or some... yeah, one. Right then, Knazzy, I've got a spyglass here you can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you've got them measured, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how well I get on. Search your target for search surroundings for yabbies. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the yabby and inspect it with left click. Where do I need to aim with this thing? Chat. Whermst do I need to target? The jaw. The jaw is the weak point. Stab it in there. The Yabby's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of its head looks soft and vulnerable. Ah, looks like you found a Yabby. They say hidden their shells like smashing a rock. Any suggestions? Aim for the soft underside of its head. Vulnerable under the head, eh? Are they? Right then, wish me luck. That blade is perfect for that. Just hook it on and just one hit. Da, da, dun, da, dun. That's how you deal with a Yabby. That's crazy. Thanks. I did just as you told me, and the wave can run down like a sack of potatoes. Let's find something else. It does mean I know the weak point of this thing. Go on, Chocobo. Ah. Whisker is... There he is. I think I can handle the Yabbies now. So should we try something different? What else is out there? Phoebids. And... Ah, the eye. Go for the eye. Oh, I just realized something. Phoebid's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the salt golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Phoebid, how do I defeat one of those? Destroy the core within its brow. Good job. Good job. One moment while I do something. Connect. There we go. Now that should be good. Content scene and yes. It's not easy. Fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo watching your every move. Every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Kinesi. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road, I should head back to the Saltery before Grandad starts to worry I've been snipped into pieces and fed to a Yabby's hatchlings. I always trip over words. Bring out the mount catalog. Bring out the mounts. I'm gonna scare them a little by using a Magitech Deathclaw. The thing just grabs you. Okay, I see you've returned in one piece. Thought what those beasts is then, did you? I fought them myself. That's for a bit of instruction from Kinesi here. Here. Like, once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad. A fine young man you've become, Whitaker. A fine young man indeed. Often too late? Too often of late, I hear tales of how folk over in the city, drunk on victory and hungry for revenge. The head stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future. On things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Bop, 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 bop. A blissful arrival. Alphino seems satisfied with what he and What are of one mind. Wait. One mind? Don't tell me we're dealing with the naff. It seems Whiskar has the Saltery's security well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with Master Watt, and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Blech. Oh, fuck. A message from General Aldin. Apologies for the interruption, sir, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. Huh? Do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details of what, and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Ul'dah. You should go. General Aldin asked that you wait for him by the main gate in the Alamegan Quarter. My apologies again, sir. Fare you well. Quest accepted. Chocobo. Indoors. Indoors. Got it. And we're in ads, so I'll wait for a moment. Let me just go ahead and check this side alley, see if there's anything any funny business going on. I'm gonna take to the skies real quick. Living's hard enough as it is. Muck living. That already felt like a player. Welcome back, and we are about to talk to... Here we have an objective. Now let's see what our friend has to say. Oh? There he comes. General Aldin.
Apologies for the wait.
It's no big deal, Raban.
People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours.
Why not?
We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light.
What is it, Pippin?
I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal. Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
God. Honor. Fucking.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Oh. I would make them suffer. Their Should I allow the slaughter, or should it be nice? Why am I deciding this now? Patch. Why am I to? There we go. Honestly, they've been a thorn in my side ever since that bloody banquet. Their lives would be forfeit.
Hear, hear. There is no more fitting sentence for the perpetrators of such a massacre, and that is but one of their crimes. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
Hear, hear.
Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
All right. Let's do this. Does this end the quest? Oh, nope, it's just continuing. Oh, we're up here now.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father,
Pippin.
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Fixed it.
is this truly what you want, Father?
It is.
What you want, what you really, really
Ever
want.
has
So
my
tell me
soul
what you
been
want,
hers
what
to
you really,
command,
really want.
and
A
ever
little bit
shall
of
be.
zig-a-zig ah. So everybody down and want it on.
Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
Obviously. You needed a good talking to. Shit. I once again... Raban. That took longer than I intended. But at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arenvold, what news? Okay, I somewhat got the pen back into working order, but... Never mind, it's still broken. It just doesn't want to... Now that's settled. Arenvold, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Ananta has arrived at the main gates. And I don't mean the Vira. These are Kalyana, the ones that summoned the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lise is trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all native beast tribes, but we assumed the Kalyana would refuse it out of hand. We had best go and see for ourselves, Pippin. We had best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Knezi, you've dealt with these Kalyana before. I'd have you at my side. I do believe the bull is back. Never thought the day'd come when these gates were open to all. Oh, you wish to pass? Oh, you wish to pass through? Yes. Given on account of me standing here, you would assume so. Oh, I hear the... This is damn near boss music. Loxeld. I always forget the Soldurvas are just... are automatically hostile. Oh, Lise. Please tell me it's spoken. Knezi, Raban, gods, it's good to see you. The Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss. We did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Girabania home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Ananta. It is our wish, and you are welcome. But we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will all be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. I reckon that's the closest we're gonna get to a compromise. And we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. Oh, please tell me we get to attend. We actually get to see the meeting because. Oh no! Wait. First, why do I have a feeling we've welcomed a viper into our midst? And there we have Gear. The measure of his reach. Orchestrion roll. Which means we're about to get the final quest of patch 4.1. Let me first claim these 2 Orchestrion rolls and use the weapon coffer. Use. Yes. And check it. Oh, they are sharp as hell. They are sharp and ceremonial, apparently, in a way. A chili crab. Raban, the return of the bull. This Kalyana elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What do you think, Kinesi? The enthralled cannot be trusted. Aye, it is said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of a primal, there is no salvation, and I strongly doubt the Kalyana have suddenly broken free of Lakshmi's will. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Cannot rely on the scions. I'll round up our comrades and send them to the Alamegan quarter. You can go ahead if you like, Nazy. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. Good luck, Arenvald. And there's the drop spot. There's the drop. There we go. There's the destination and wait. Wait. Oh, don't tell me we're about to get more of that stuff. Knezi, I've brought reinforcements. Arenvald told me of the arrival of our unexpected guests. And I agreed it would be prudent to call upon your Stola and Fankred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I'm not familiar with the Kalyana tribe myself, but Alize's report suggested that they shunned contact with the other races. Despised it, in fact, even compared to other Ananta. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy. And I imagine Lise was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would be wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Y'shtola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. Understood. We should join General Aldin inside then. Kinesi, do you know the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. Understood. Chocobo, go! Good job, love. Good job, buddy. That's swift talent for you. You're with the Scions, sir. Sir? General Aldin left orders that you are to be escorted inside, if you'll follow me. Oh, I feel like we're about to get another duty. We're about to see cutscenes. Spoken? Spoken. There's Raubon.
Thank you all for coming.
Yes, spoken.
I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern.
Kikern, oh, that's how you
We've come
pronounce
from
it.
every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Lise makes a point. Prepare chairs and tables. Oh no, wait, we're all sitting on. Oh, no, they're all sitting on the floor.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
A council.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Girabania devote themselves to our faith.
Oh.
You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
Oh, like how that's gonna happen.
Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage.
Yep. Weapons ready. It's round 2 again. Everybody out.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Aye. The bull's got his groove back. No, you No, you don't.
God damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
Carby is deployed.
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
I knew.
We're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
If only we had access to...
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick.
Yep. I'll hide my avatar for a moment
Who will be next?
while the cutscene continues. Or are we dropping right into a combat encounter? Oh, never mind. It is actually a solo duty. Use the duty action Deflect to dissipate the Aether spheres Lakshmi releases during the battle. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an Aether sphere will result in failure. Ah, got it.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
And give us the freedom we worked so hard to win! Not likely. Yeah, no. Shit. Deflect. 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 Rush. And deflect. No, you don't. Don't think so. No. It will not happen. Oh god, not again, not again, not again, not even more!
I shall free you from your hate.
Don't think so! Don't you realize? Oh, this was basically a time. This is basically a time trial, basically.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Let's see what we got. What plan does Lise even have? For Dola. Of course. She has the.
What
of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Let's do this. Phase 2, you... Phase 2, you fuck. Spread, 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 spread. Stack on me, on me, on me. Shit, she teleported. Cut us a path, stand ready. No, no, they're not. Back up! Lise! We stand and fight together. Alfie. Rabon, Lise. True North. Stun. Stun. Active time maneuver. Ready? I'm loose! In the base, dig in the base. Don't think so, Rob. Rob answers but one master. That gift of yours, but shackles by another name. Shield. Good call. Good, we got Von down has been dispelled. Then fight is one. Yeah, no escape there except if I... Oh, I should have used Shikuchi. Shikuchi. I've got this nice shovel. Tokumori. Under the barrier, under the barrier. Guess what? Chanchala. Cordola, be careful. What do you think I'm trying to do? Wait, she's charging her fucking ult. She is charging her ult, okay? Wow, Lee's just ulted. Lee's got the limit break. Now, Fordola, rest up. Poof. Dust. And let me just play the tune. Dun, 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 dun.
We did it! We beat her!
Yes, we did. But for how long? Is the question. Thank you. Oh boy, here comes another memory. Echo o'clock.
What is this?
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Your blade or your head. Your choice. The same. You chose to stand up and fight.
Seven hells. It's her. The butcher.
If it wasn't because of her, you would all be fools by now. Oh! Looks like Fordola is getting an Echo flashback. Ooh, you're getting all the bad memories.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Oh, she shed a tear. She has a lot to... I think she'll have a lot to think about. Lise. This feels like... Yep, this feels like a final cutscene of the... This feels like a final zone of the patch. Final part of the patch. That was unlike any battle I've ever seen. I'm not entirely sure how I survived it, to be honest. One wrong step and I would have lost my will to that fiend for the rest of my days. It is a sobering thought. Elise is certainly living up to her own ideal. Not every commander would choose to enlist a former enemy's aid in battle. I think I shall make a habit of checking for primal influence before our meetings from now on. Okay, Thancred? We encountered our fair share of enthralled outside the palace. Enough to delay us from lending you a timely hand, I'm afraid. Lise? And cutscene. Spoken or not spoken? Judging by the camera angle, not spoken. Well fought, Kinesi. Arenvold? That was a near thing. Aye, our stand against the Kalyana would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... it's my fault, my stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson, and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals up into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. Oh wait, that was a robot. Sure, you can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favor of the Kalyana keeping their weapons springs to mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Stola. We'd appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola turned up. What was she even doing there? I asked her to come. Basically putting her up to giving her the same choice that Lord Hien was given. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Ragnfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fordola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. There's a long and arduous path you've chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do whatever I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphino. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We are all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted. Kinesi, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it. Meanwhile... This feels like a meanwhile. Nope, just after. Later. Oh, there's Raban.
A fine spot to
Contemplate the heavens. Spoken... that it is.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people.
Ah. A parliamentary democracy.
It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
Please tell me there's a... Nah, they wouldn't. They could go around all around with Raban. Oh, look, there's Nanamo. Your Grace. No words exchanged, just mutual understanding.
Forget something?
You don't recognize the footsteps?
Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
That a trusted advisor was...
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
Ooh.
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me?
What truth?
Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day
on the sands.
I
pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. Follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Don't you realize that?
Nanamo.
Wait a moment. Never mind. It was just not updated.
Smile for me, Raubarn. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The fact that this...
It has been an honor to serve you and Ulda.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh. These stars. They are green. Okay, let's check the... I'm guessing, yep, Alphino and Arenvald probably have lines. I went to see Fordola in her cell again. She did turn the tide of battle after all, and I thought only right in thank her. But she said wouldn't listen. Said she neither wanted or nor needed my gratitude. That I should go away. I don't know if I'll ever understand her. Arenvald is of an age with Fordola. Both of them born Alamigan. One never wanted his Garlean blood, and the other tried to become Garlean but never could be. Similar yet opposite, which would go some way to explaining the tension between them.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Hey, don't call me a hero. We all know who landed the final blow.
Did I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Aldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Speak of the devil.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
There she is.
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest. But I must yield the floor to Raubarn. He has an important announcement to make.
What might that announcement be? He has come to make an announcement.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
I mean, that does make sense. The weight of responsibility.
Need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off.
Remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
And that's just a standard animation.
Wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold
The same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye, that seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Oh. A hand? Good. Robon is just bloody massive, isn't he?
That was unexpected, though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
Please tell me I get a dialogue option. Nope.
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch.
I'll take the...
In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Aye. Here we go then. And we'll... Okay, I have dialogue options that I can talk to people again. Arnvold, Robon is the veteran of 100 battlefields. Lys couldn't ask for a more reliable ally to have at her side. Lys must be overjoyed to know that General Aldin is staying. Though I suppose I shouldn't call him General anymore. Pippin, I must assume father's responsibilities without delay. Lest our rivals, both inside and outside Ul'dah, treat his dismissal as a window of opportunity. Rest assured, they will find Tizona's edge just as sharp in my hands. Seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you showed for my earlier decision, overruled though it was. I have asked enough of you, Knezi. My only words for you now are those of gratitude. Lys, I think it's about time I headed back to Rauger's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alize will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you've no objections. I'd welcome the company. Daisy, why don't you come along to the Reach as well once you've said your farewells to Nanamo and the others? Upon completion of this quest, you will be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the royal menagerie attendant. Ah, Nanamo? I've asked... Okay, those dialogue options are already locked. Which means... Girabania. Rauger's Reach. And... Look. That's a quest completion icon. Which means... Yes, that's right. We are about to be able to... Hey, it's switch sticks. Boom, 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 boom. Nago, we bought this freedom with blood. Out of our friends and our enemies. I'll be damned if we're gonna give it up again. Lys, please tell me it's spoken. Well, here we are again. Alphino has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds when Fankred and Yustola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time. But we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kalyana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kinds still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed. Violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kalyana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That will be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. I know who that is. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller, independent groups. And when Conrad passes command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Rauger's Reach. He just needed to be serving as the Resistance spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. Ad break. I didn't even see the countdown on that yet. But that time has passed. When I speak to the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Raban as overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. And there we have a dress-up Raubon. And that, my friends, is the end of 4.1. Now we are on... Hey! Kugane! Hey, that's Gosetsu. I do give thanks to the Kami for my makeshift raft, and my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. Oh, look. See you. These dango are delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads? I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have. Hob? She consumes the dango. Bah! Okay. Welcome back. We are currently on the end of 4.1 cutscenes. So we're looking at Gosetsu and Tsuyu again. Here. Bah, it's like talking to a child. Like talking to... Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know. But I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come to you. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Oh no, don't talk to that Namazu again. How many models do we need for this, for Dango? Technically, you'll only need like 4. 1 for the stick and 3 for the balls. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. And what do we have? What do we have? Oh. What's this? You heard the reports? Have you heard the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Orzinos put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. Nay, Orzinos lives? Deplorable. And our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official, and above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. Wait, who might that be? Someone is gripping. Was that? Just grip. More heroes. Tidings from the East. Let's get on to 4.2. 4.1 done. Let's get to an update title. With greeting, Lise has tidings to share with you. Crazy, great timing. I was just about to send word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army. And I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm has done wonders for morale. People were dancing in the street when the announcement was made. And we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he'd never have contemplated following his heart. The Council has also decreed that we are to maintain a presence at Rauga's Reach. Lise will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest a bit, to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration, and I always get up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now, not with our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on Kalyana, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's, Shanti's daughter. You know, the half-dead one? For whatever reason, the Kalyana thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordola. She still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet. Blech. Knazy, there you are. Alphino, Alize, is everything alright? We've received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that she didn't say. Only that we should come to Kagane right away. I had a mind for the two of us to set forth together. But Alize is determined to make it a party of three. As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister. I've quite given up on trying to convince you. Better we be two or three. Whether we be two or three, we should depart as soon as possible. You will be joining us, I trust? Yes. Huh. I was just about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Lise. Rest assured, should this business prove to be of even tangential concern to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tataru await us at the Ruby Bazaar offices. I guess... teleport to Lanosha Limsalaminsa Lower Decks. And I should probably zoom in and point the camera down. Arcanist's Guild, there we go. And now, time to put on recommended gear, which is already in there, so... Let me also just activate the Dress Up Robon minion. Should also update my gear set, because that's needed. Put on the skies, and... yes, travel to Kagane for 300 gil. And it's pouring it down. Six o'clock on arriving at just before 6, so the music takes over. Go to Ruby Bazaar, please. Ooh, that's a side quest if I ever saw one. Greetings, honored sir. May I show you in? Cutscene. Oh, look, there's Tataru, Yugiri, and our accordion friend.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
Hancock.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies.
Yugiri.
Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course.
And not a word.
Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual.
Oh.
The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
Oh. She still lives.
I beg your pardon?
The still lives.
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
But by that same point. that means the chance.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Dorma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Oh, he was a Rogadan, of course.
Indeed.
That
While I
does
dare
track.
not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them.
We need to get to them first.
I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest?
Of course. Aye, we'll find Gosetsu together.
Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu. Ah, that's how you do it. I keep
Gosetsu is a
fucking it
dear
up.
friend, and we
Because
cannot
of
abandon him
Alphino.
to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not, but I have taken the liberty of employing one of the
Finest informants money can buy.
You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garleans' movements and more besides.
Oh, I don't like that grin. I do not like that grin. The informant awaits your pleasure at the back streets of Sanjo Hanamachi. From its shining facade to its dark underbelly, few know Kugane as intimately as he. One of the finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Permit me to assist you in your quest, my friends. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should your search take you away from Kugane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail. I'll give Soroban a hand. If he's providing us a ship, the least we can do is supply provisions. We'll be at the pier if you need us. A welcome offer and an excellent plan. Without further ado, let us seek out this informant in Sanjo Hanamachi. Sanjo Hanamachi. There we go. Let me just pull it from the... Let me just translate that real quick. No. So, okay, let me just use voice. Sanjo Hanamachi. Oh, it's just a location name. No translation available. Oh look, she's still just standing there. Hop, hop. Oh wait, I cannot go through there. That's not a route I can take. To the Aethernet shard we go. I forgot that you cannot swim through the water here. Rakusa District. Which is the most logical option because that is right there. Hey, there's someone running. There we have it, Sanjo Hanamachi. Someone wants to kick me. Yugiri? You have had dealings with informants in the city, have you not? Chance you're already acquainted with this one. Alphado, given the Empire's movements, it seems highly probable that Gosetsu and Yotsuya were indeed in Kugane. Yet, I can offer no explanation as to why they should be together. Alize! This should be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. It's been a while, my friend. It's been a while, my friends. Yes, yes, a long while indeed. I knew it. Gyodo, any funny business that you know what'll happen, I trust? No funny business. Only loyal service and the finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I've half a mind to call Lise. No, not Lise. I beg of you, no Boots. I will tell you everything I know, free of charge. The Empire searches for Yotzi, high and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help, they did, promising rich rewards for decisive information. And you have have you decisive information? Were the two individuals cited here indeed Gosetsu and Yotsu? Alas, see them with my own eyes I did not, but the Imperials are confident. Yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But there is something they do not know. A rumor which you find most interesting. They say an elderly Rogadan samurai appeared on Kogane Dori with a beauteous maiden, and sold his katana to a pawnbroker. It's not common katana either, but one of surpassing craftsmanship. That's interesting, assuming it's true. Did you corroborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question? No. Regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with the master of the Shofuku Shichiten. Now, why would that be, I wonder? If I didn't know any better, I'd think he'd lent you money. He will help you, I am certain. While you speak with him, I will make contact with my Guardian connections and learn what I can of their progress. A glimpse of the blade is all I need, to be sure. But is it wise to let the Namazu out of our sight? No. No, he'll betray us. No more betrayals, no more Boots. To divide our forces is simply more efficient. He is right. Given the urgency, we would do well to split up. And I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiency like a little supervision. Yes, we will go together, and there will be no Boots. Let's be about it then. Good luck with the katana. Shall we reconvene at the pier later on? Fragrant as the Ruby Bazaar offices are, I prefer the fresh air. Don't we all? That place smells. Smells good, but smells. I believe Alice has her task well in hand. But shall we seek out the pawnbroker? Hey, I get an emote. Please tell me you've learned the emote greeting. Wait, let me just greet. There we have it. A sword in the store. Oh, that's a good one. Green tea set. Oh, tabletop item. Meal benefits. Huh. Everything in order. Then let us proceed to Kogane Dori and find the master of Shofuku Shichiten. I keep tripping over those because I am going too fast for my own for myself. Wait, can I? I can climb. Kogane Dori. There is a bonus quest. Get then. Dramatis Personae. Perky Pawnbroker? We might have had customers like you describe. So many people come through, it's difficult to remember. Perhaps you could... We're actually looking for information. Ah, so you've heard tell of the rugged and samurai's katana. Small wonder. It's a fine example of its kind. One moment. I dare hope you have found our pawnbroker. Excellent work, Kinesi. And that is the katana? There can be no doubt. It's Gosetsu's blade. The craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? You'll be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This is no ordinary weapon, you understand, and it's priced accordingly. If you are serious, I suggest you act quickly, as several noted collectors have already expressed an interest. I'll pay. Nay, my friend. Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know that Gosetsu is alive and well. Yugiri, wait, the scions will buy the katana. Pray consider it a gift. Master Alphino, your kindness is touching, truly. Yet, in matters of coin, would Mr. Sataru not expect to be consulted? Come now, our friend would never have relinquished his blade were the need not great. And are we not bound to honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I am sure Sataru will wholeheartedly agree. I'll hold it for now. If I may ask, sir, after he visited your establishment, do you perchance know where the old samurai went? He is our friend, and we would return his weapon to him. A friend of yours, you say? I see. Well then, I suppose there can be no harm in telling you. No sooner had I provided him with the requested sum than his pretty young companion began clamoring for dango. I duly recommended those served at the Umineko tea house, and they set off, clamoring for dango. Can these truly be the same people? It makes no sense. It's a matter of code, perhaps, but it avails us not to speculate. Let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick up their trail. Wait, will we have cutscene or? Oh, there he is! There he is! There we have him, Yoshi P. Who should stand before me but the hero who shattered the shackles of oppression in Doma and Alamigo both? In spite of your burgeoning fame, I am honored that you would willingly share your precious time with this humble minstrel. I mean, I'm just gonna skip through his dialogue because why not? Oh, Oh, I can actually unlock the... That's how you unlock those... Basically bonus duties. Hold up, who is that? But of course I remember. How could I forget a pair like that? The most beautiful girl you'll ever see, scoffing down Dongo as if her life depended on it, while the old samurai looked on. Not quite what I expected, I'll wager. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers. He was planning to spirit her away across the Ruby Sea. Out of the reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl finally had her fill, she set off in the direction of the Shiokaze hostelry, presumably to find someone discreet with a boat. And so Gosetsu makes for Doma. Yugiri. Hope on the waves. Oh boy, that looks like an Imperial ship. While doubts remain over the identity of Gosetsu's traveling companion, for now we can but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier, and make ready to sail. With luck, Alize will already have joined Master Soroban and Mistress Tataru there. I like those hats. I want them for my for this disguise. Excellent timing, my friends. Mistress Alize arrived mere moments ago. All went well on my end. Gyodo met with an Imperial officer and wheedled his way to some new information. It seems the troops who recently arrived in Kagane came directly from Garlemald. The Imperials based here have been kept in the dark. And that's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they'd picked up Gosetsu's trail. So, then your information matches ours. We are quite certain that Gosetsu seeks to cross to the mainland. Shame they didn't put the ship there. I'm sorry. Did I hear that right? You used Scion funds to buy Gosetsu's katana at the asking price? Aye, well, we were in some haste, and it seemed like a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's the contract for sale. Pray see that the man is paid. Oh, Tataru is not happy. Balls. Beard. You agreed to this? Give me strength. Oh, she was so hesitant. She wanted to say, false balls. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You'd best be on your way. But Alphino, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh, Tataru is pissed. Also, I should have a button for that. I should have a button for the joke for that. Just. Oh, very well. I shall call. Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return. First, let us go to the Ruby Price. If Gosetsu has already set sail, then the sentries there are sure to have seen him. Please tell me it loads me directly in instead of... Yep, it loads us directly into the next zone. Oh. Ah, another solo duty. Mr. Tataru seems low in spirits. Happily, my latest venture may prove just a tonic. Judging by her reaction, Mistress Tataru is none too pleased. I apologize if the katana has caused strife. Alize? What is the going rate for our priceless weapon, I wonder? And now I know who not to ask. Tataru seemed rather vexed, did she not? Ever the melodramatist. I'm sure our finances can stretch to a single sword. Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. But I digress. We have work to do. Oh, yep, that's gonna be another fucking solo duty.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries.
And cannons. Oh dear. Looks like the...
What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
The sandals and those sandals are needed for for a good disguise, but I don't know where to get them. Oh, they're dropping in. They're
The
dropping.
Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless...
Unless Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
We are 4.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
It's time to swim!
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
Yes.
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Come.
I'll help him.
Your defense is nothing. Leave this to me.
It recognizes that I am the biggest threat here. You're here for the old man, yes? He's at the top. You'd best hurry. Cutscene! 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 Give it up for cutscene!
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gosetsu!
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan. Eliminate hostiles. All forces, attack!
Okay, you want a fight. You'll get it. On guard, f***ers! Not today. Heads up, rear guard incoming. Oi, to me, bud. I am drawing maximum. I have no time for this. And that's it.
Of my forebears.
Oh! DK Starstorm! Duty complete.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens.
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that.
Yeah, they once again couldn't deal with us.
But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
Basically, Yotsuya's VA had to basically voice two characters with the same voice.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below.
So that room stayed
we
stable.
We were swept out into the one river, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
With a desert? What desert island?
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, and I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Something must have
Judge
tripped
what?
in her.
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
Damn, Tunsi.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
By the way, Tansu, I love what you did when you...
I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Oh, he is not happy. He is not happy right now. Tsuyu, first of all, with you and yours at our side, we have naught to fear. Thank you, my friend. Are you coming with us? Yugiri? Few suffered more at Yotsuyu's hands than Gosetsu. If this is his wish, so be it. Alfie? As Tansui says we should move on, but not do for Yotsuyu to be seen here. Now, if I know my sister, she will already be waiting with the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I'm right. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Yep. Everyone's staring at me. I understand that I have the Scions to thank for my katana's safe return. A samurai's blade is his soul, and no words would suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with mine. Okay, that tracks. Yep. And there she is, just as I anticipated. I'm only surprised she agreed to hold off until the Empire withdrew. Are we certain she is the real Yotsuyu? Gosetsu lives. All the consideration should pale to that, next to that, and yet... Oh, Alize. This doesn't feel like a spoken cutscene. Gosetsu. Thank the gods you're safe. This is all I could do to watch the battle from afar. And was all I could do to restrain her. Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Kinesi is, anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. What? She doesn't recognize us at all. Greetings? They tell me you've lost your memory. And that's fine. But I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you. Not for a moment. These people are strange. Are you sure they're your friends? I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear. I cannot do Gosetsu's voice accurately. Alright, if you say so. Right. This past time we set sail. I, for one, will not keep Lord Hien waiting without due cause. Aye, and the longer we tarry, the more risk we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget the Red Cauldron bear no love for Yotsuyu either. I shall bear you to familiar shores, near Isari, but out of the villagers' sight. Straight to the House of the Fierce, please. Check dialogue. Are we going to that village? They might have dango. Another time to you. Our path takes us in a different direction. We'd do well to give Isari a wide berth, for everyone's sake. I only know Yotsuyu by reputation. This woman could scarce seem more different. Let us make haste to the city. Lord Hien must know of this. This is where we part ways, my friends. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Kinesi, when you are not otherwise occupied, I would speak with you about my next business venture. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, I would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers and restore the smile to Mistress Tataru's face. Ah, come along. Tataru is overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Gosetsu's is worth a fortune. Enough to buy a house and furnish it. Several million gil. Oh. Yeah, no wonder several million gil. I'm not going to say how many several because the housing market in this game is expensive as well. Buy a house and furnish it, which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture for Sorbon's, it'll give it fair hearing, I trust. He's been good to us after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal funds. Okay, that's a side quest chain that I can now access. Yugiri? We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able and join me on the outskirts of Namai. And as per usual, I am the last one to move. To be allowed to move. You can see Jane, and there is Yugiri. Where's the rest? Oh, I'm at the max amount of gil. All's well? Yep. Good, the others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please. And we go right into a cutscene.
My lord Hien, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gosetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend.
Ooh, pretty crystals.
Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
Catch me up on what happened.
is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it'll end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She doesn't know.
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, her memories.
Don't let her take me away.
And there we have ads again. Perfect, inopportune timing for ads.
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
I could use my... Oh. Will this be continued cutscene or will... Judging by the noise... Continued cutscene. But this time, this is a non-spoken one. So I'll pause here for a moment. Because we are in 1 minute and 53 seconds left until the end of the commercial break. Also, I should have rigged it up so an ad break would kick in immediately when I go live. So that's all in sync at least. So, let me just put it on the chatting scene while I wait. There, let me just turn the music down just a little bit. Because believe me, it is loud for me as well. As you may already notice that some jokes just don't work. Some jokes don't work universally, but this one does. Because it switches scenes. And this one only works if you go between it and the gameplay scene. Or please go between anything and the gameplay scene. Because I only have it set up for the gameplay scene, and I don't have a way to change that. And we're back from the ads, so I'm gonna go back to the gameplay. Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us. And repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon. But as regards to the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. It would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace. I'm pleased to say we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Ian, and I have no doubt that your subject and Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Alice, eh? Oh, it's nothing. I thought that Gosetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Excuse me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh? He was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord. But I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. It does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We're on 4.2. We should be glad to help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers here if they know anything. I will join you. Plus, there are some pretty big gaping holes for Gallian aircraft to fly through. Right now, we have 2 choke points. Haname. You seek the captain? He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone as it happens. He did not look well. See, I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him. But I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. Kairate! Captain Jifuya? He was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mrs. Alize when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? Something is most certainly amiss. Aye, the captain went outside some few bells ago, looking quite unwell, I'm sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Gosetsu, who straightway struck out after him. I hope they will be all right. Gosetsu too? Seems everyone is bent on joining the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Kinesi. Alphino and I shall hold the fort. Chocobo! Away! Found you. Captain. Speak.
By the Kami! Your Lord Ian, leave me. Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
And why are you running away?
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. Yeah, she may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her.
But I knew she would be popular, so it proved.
The rest you know. She became an imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting viceroy.
Well, you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Don't think you're off the hook yet, bud.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
We best do our patrol. Forgive me, now's not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. And into the air I go again. I will not presume to defend the life Jifuya left before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it's not my place to judge. I will only say this: the Jifuya I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee bespeaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuya casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done, and if I must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. Storm on the horizons. While you were out searching for Jifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. Maybe another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed and appears bound for Castrum Fluminus. I mean to go there and ascertain their intent. If we ride out in force, it will only end one way. So we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri, Kinesi, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Alize and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. We would be glad of the help. You're acquainted with Hakuro, right, I believe? And I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them, and, should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well, we shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Kinesi and Yugiri. Well, well. God duty another breath of protest. Now I've seen it all. 2 Castrum Fluminus, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. The game is afoot. The game is afoot. Also, oh, no wonder that felt sluggish. Castrum is dead ahead. In fact, that's only the entrance area. That is the Castrum. Ah, the gates have changed. Never mind, I just hadn't loaded in yet. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they could achieve it alone. Craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the Castrum. Oh, we're going to cutscene. There we have that airship. Airship. It do be smoking.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say?
Definitely not.
Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Doman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
But what did they set on fire to cause that signal? Not quite as graceful as a landing as I expected, but what can be said?
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, ambassador plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan and Yotsu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady.
Save the flattery,
It is
man.
true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy.
Yes.
Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice.
Right.
To negotiate peace with Doma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
And we will invite Alphino as well, correct? Oh, that's first. Lord Hien is magnanimous in victory. Given our nation's troubled history, we did not expect such hospitality. I say, I do stand in the presence of the fabled Icon Slayer. What an honor. Peace, after all they have done. Never has the word rung more hollow. We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Yugiri, pray go on ahead to the Yuzuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. I always love it when I fly into the zone of a fate. Wait, there's a blue quest. There's a blue quest here as well. Ah, the skipper. Yo, almost the same color. All are free to travel into and out of the Enclave. Oh, it's... Oh, I forgot the... Lord Hien and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. Blech. After I finish this quest, I'm gonna end today's stream. So, all are free to travel into and out of the Enclave. Yes. The Dome and Enclave. Please tell me there is an Aephorite. Damn straight there is. Wait, can I fly? Nope, I cannot fly, but I can ride my chocobo. Oh, good, it's a... Wait. Let me just quickly go ahead and first redeem the Aethernet shards, then on the way I'll probably just go ahead and attune to the Aephorite. Or am I just gonna loop? I'm just gonna do a big loop. There's Alfino Alizen Hakuro. So it's to be a peace negotiation. I'm curious to see what the ambassador brings to the discussion table. Well, Alize? The residents took the news of the Imperial delegation well enough. It should be business as usual. Thanks to Master Alfino and Mistress Alize's assurances, the people are reacting calmly to the Imperial presence. Click. Oh, this part is... That just popped the location for the... the one garden. Wait, what did it unlock? The exit is available. Ferry docks as well. Southern Enclave, Northern Enclave, and Aephorite Plaza. Daoyaku. After clearing away all the rubble, I asked more builders to join the little islands with bridges. Ideally, I'd make more expensive changes, but it seems that other projects must take priority. Kyuka. Progress and pleasure go hand in hand, which is to say, for all we have accomplished in improving the lot of our people, we must never forget to enjoy the benefits for ourselves. And no, this is not simply an excuse to justify my love of Triple Triad. It is one of many excuses, I'll have you know. It's one of many excuses. Okay. Mitsuba is here. The surest way to hasten our progress, to improve our fare. Feed the man in the same bland gruel weeks on end and see what you get. Not a bad idea, but... My, what big ears you have. All the better to hear you with. Oh, that's actually... Oh, it's... Little Red Riding Hood. Kozako. The precious reclamation. Maslayachi, as you honor us with our... I'm spending too much time looking around. Let's get on with it. It's 5 minutes too. There you are, Knezi. So, first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say, I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an Aephorite now, courtesy of Onishishu. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it has the Warriors of Light seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. But on the matter at hand, the ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking their ease of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphino and Alize will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come. I'll be there. I knew I could count on you. When you are ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Kienka. The guardsmen will see you in. Look imposing, he says, so I should probably go ahead and... Yeah, let's do this. Just looks somewhat scary. I'll take that as looks somewhat threatening. Actually, no. Body language speaks louder. Lord Hien is expecting you. May I show you in? Oh? Oh, everyone's just sitting. Good.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend.
Yeah, right. I don't like his tone of voice.
Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgin's practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
I mean, the Korgin.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning. And it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise.
The red are the ones that were summoning, but...
With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
That would be correct.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe, and I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
Yeah, right.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange. Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial Army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Yotsuya? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Hey, we need to keep an eye out because... Off you know. The fact that there are two opposing factions that work in Garlemald complicates matters. Even assuming Asahi and his associates can be trusted. What of the others? The Empire should send Yotsuya, stepbrother of all people. I wonder how he feels, a son of Doma returning home to speak for the oppressors his countrymen drove out. Hakugo. Whatever Lord Hien's decision should be, I shall abide by it. Yet I would be glad to welcome my lost brothers back to Doma. Well, that was unexpected. You could say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all. Well, on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had naught to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yotsuyu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. You think this might all be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps, though I cannot fathom why they would go into such lengths. Yotsuyu may have been the acting viceroy, but she's not guardian, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not wield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Alphino, you're well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on the matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss to not give it due scrutiny. Indeed, though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of my brothers and sisters languishing in Imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure the repatriation, only to come, when I'll be afforded another. Let me just turn this up here. Yeah. Much better. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. It's just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Knezi, let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge. She's not kidding, Alphino. Someone is still sore from being made to watch at Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alize company. We're safe enough for now. Hakugo? Oh, same dialogue, so that's unchanged. Let's step outside. Leave the Kienkan. Back into the Domin Enclave we go. Things. Yep, no dialogue available, and the end of the quest. A chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, Knezi. Though no weapons are drawn, a negotiation is no less a battle. And the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question. What to do while they prattle on? I'll take the pancakes. Plus I saw a nameplate here, reclamation box. I believe it's time for me to call it quits. Let me just put it to here and bring up the music. Now I tell my computer to exit the game, which can be safely done because we're in a sanctuary. I do believe it's time. We need to figure out who to raid. It's peak week. I'm tired. Following list. Let's go say hello to Ophelia. I want to wish you all a wonderful evening. And I'll see you all tomorrow at 4. So, goodbye.